Welcome back everyone to LBS Response to episode number 63. Yes, welcome back to another week of LBS Response to. This is the series on my channel where I answer your guys' questions. They could be about Lego, they could be about anything else in my life, and I do it every single Wednesday afternoon. So if you guys have any questions that aren't answered in today's video, be sure to leave them down below for next week, and I'll more than likely get to them, guys. So the first one, guys, LIFEBrickS Studios says, what do you think is going to be the $30 set, maybe another super battle pack? So pretty much another $30 battle pack is what he's kind of assuming there. If I had to take a hunch, which I'm going to say more than likely it will be a $30 battle pack, because there's just so much speculation as to anything else in the world that could be for 30 bucks. But I'm gonna go on a hunch and say it's a $30 battle pack, and if I had to put money on it, if I had to put 10 bucks down right now on what I genuinely think it would be, is I've got a feeling it's going to be a Snow Trooper and Hoth Rebel Trooper battle pack, which I would assume probably the Rebel Troopers would be the 4 minifigures in there, and the Snow Troopers would be 2, unless they do like a 3 and 3. Who knows? They might maybe not even do 6 at that point. Maybe they'll do 5, just because like battle droids compared to like a Snow Trooper, like just aren't really the same like value even to Lego, I feel. So yeah, if I had to put money on it, probably that battle pack. Next up, we have a Rage CE. He says, ask LBS, will you get the new Blacksmith shop? And the short answer is probably not. I've got no intentions on it. It's not really a set that appeals to me. I've got a lot of other bigger creator expert and ideas and Technic sets I want to get before this one. If I find it on sale, of course, somehow, some way, $100 maybe, 100, a little under 100, a little over 100, maybe I'll pick it up. But at this current point, I really have no interest in it. Then we have Nico Bricks. He says, when will Megiddo return? And the short answer is soon, and the long answer is technically whenever I get my ass around to sorting my Lego collection. Since at this point, I've got ideas. You guys have seen it. I've got a big start on it, but at this point, I pretty much can't progress any farther without just wasting my money on buying new parts that I more than likely have in my collection already. So that's kind of where I'm at, kind of like a standstill. I have to kind of do some organization first, guys, just to kind of know what I have and kind of work off of what I have first before I go start placing a bunch of Bricklink orders for parts that I probably already have in my collection. So I want to start it soon here. The initial, release day I wanted to be February 27th, but probably not going to happen this month, probably not. But sometime in March, hopefully, since I want to get those Galactic Marines back to Brick Picture Productions, and I just want to get a mock out, of course, in general. They do really well, and I know you guys are really waiting for one from me again. So soon here, very, very soon, hopefully. He also asked, what is your favorite Lego Star Wars YouTuber that you watch? And that's kind of a hard question. So I don't really watch a lot of Lego YouTube. I genuinely don't. You don't really catch me watching like Just Too Good or Ash and Flash or Brickitect or Brixie. I don't really watch any of them. I honestly don't. That's not to say their content's bad, but I feel like just a lot of their content at the end of the day is a little like repetitive, as in like they all kind of share the same stuff, and even I do. I mean, at the end of the day, when I do a rumor video, leak, a news video, a review video, pretty much it all kind of just overspills on each other, and like it's all kind of the same thing. It's just so much kind of which person gets it out first. And even like with Ryan, I feel like he of course has the most diverse content out of everyone else, and you catch me watching a few of his videos, honestly, some of the more unique ones. But again, like reviews in general, I don't watch reviews. I mean, I don't really need to know what a set is. I don't need to hear other people's opinions for 10 minutes, anybody's. Then again, like rumors and leaks, I mean, I pretty much hear about everything before anybody's video comes out anyway, so there's really no point of watching those. So Lego Star Wars YouTubers especially, I really don't. I really maybe catch up on some mocks that people are doing, some mock updates on channels, some live streams that people are doing that. I'll hop into a live stream for 10 minutes or whatever. And even again, Lego YouTube itself, I'm not really a big fan of it. I don't watch a whole bunch of it. Although again, there's a lot of great creators on here, big and small. But you just don't personally catch me watching a lot of Lego YouTube. Whenever I'm doing something that involves, listening to something in the background, you catch me watching a podcast, or there's, certain channels on YouTube I watch all their videos of, but that's pretty much the answer to that. Then we have a Death Watch Productions. He actually says a next Fantasy Era Castle set, and the answer to that is pretty much whatever one I can find for the best deal first, man. I've been doing a little bit of searching on Bricklink and eBay. It's been slowing down a little bit. I've got to put money elsewhere. I do have a little separate PayPal savings account for Fantasy Era Castle. I've got about 150 bucks in there right now that I've just kind of put to the side, like $5 here, $10 here, and pretty much whatever deal I can find next, I'll probably pick one up. Hoping it will be the skeleton ship. I think that's honestly one I really want to to get is that skeleton ship, but that one is, you know, pretty rare out of all of them. So there's that. Then we have, he also says, will you do a mock based off that specific line of sets? And that's the plan. I really genuinely want to make a mock based off of Fantasy Era Castle eventually. So hopefully I can get this collection complete, build up, you know, a troll army, a skeleton army, a knight army, and get one going for you guys. Shane Ruzansky, he says, if you could go back and relive one buying experience, what would it be? Example, best deal, something you hunted for a while, most exciting buy, etc. And that's kind of a tough one. At the end of the day, you know, I really don't have a lot of like exciting buys because I kind of know what I'm going to buy beforehand. I've found some good deals, of course, out in the wild that, you know, finding something for 90% off, of course, is like an exciting buy. If I could go relive getting new stuff for 90% off, you know, I'd love that. But probably, you know, one of the just overall times I want to relive, hopefully soon here. Again, the roads have been terrible, the weather's been shitty, and I can't, you know, drive the Mustang anywhere, and like just driving my other car, like I'm not really a big fan of it. Again, I've got it for a reason. I loved it for 2 years, but that kind of brings back some, you know, not necessarily bad memories, but just kind of like a bad vibe in general. I'd rather take the Mustang, but it's something that I was doing like in September and October back when I was getting all those Lego hauls, is just driving around, picking up every Lego deal I could find, filling up my trunk, trying new food places, and going like state to state and just trying, you know, to find Lego clearance. That's definitely probably my favorite buying experience that I had for like a couple of weeks there straight. And hopefully, you know, soon here, like in March, I can go out and start doing it again. Again, windows down, you know, listen to music, listen to a podcast, and just enjoy the hell out of my day. So that's probably what I would, you know, relive if I had to choose one, and hopefully I can relive it here soon. Next up, we have the Rise of Bricks. Yes, do you see yourself doing the same things as of now, let's say 10 years or in 20 years? So at this current point, yes, I've got other aspirations in mind, but pretty much all of it does involve being an entrepreneur and a personal businessman, and, you know, kind of creating everything on my own. I do see myself doing the Bricklink and YouTube for at least 10 years. Obviously, I mean, pretty much all the way until I'm 30, I've pretty much got like kind of a game plan that hopefully it all works out. And then pretty much once I hit 30, hopefully things can kind of take a little bit of a tide. And then I've got some other aspirations that still involve Lego, but the short answer to that is definitely 10 years. More than likely 20 years. YouTube as kind of like the funner side of things. Hopefully, you know, again, the monetization can get back up a little bit more. Again, it's been doing really good. It pays for itself. But at the end of the day, if you know, that monetization can get up a little bit, Bricklink store, just keep on booming and doing well. And then by the time I'm 30, I definitely want to get a retail shop for the Bricklink store, just kind of for my Bricklink store itself, and for, you know, buying and selling, you know, other Lego. And then also another thing, hopefully by I'm 30, 35-ish, is I actually want to open up an exotic car rental dealership. So just something that I could, you know, of course, just kind of devote all my, you know, my passion to. Again, like all the Lego stuff, and then on the side, you know, the car stuff, you know, have all those cars at my disposal. If I want to take the Lamborghini out on a Friday night, if I want to, you know, take the Ferrari out on Monday night, you know, if they're not being rented out, you know, have all those available. You know, obviously, you know, turn a profit on it at the end of the day. It doesn't have to be super scalable. It doesn't have to be $1 million business, but as long as all the cars pay for themselves, you know, a little bit on top, and I can own all those cars, I mean, that's definitely something I'd want to do. So that's kind of like the current plan as of now for like the next like 10 years, and hopefully it all works out. I've got some aspirations, and I really want to hit all of them, so let's see, guys. We have Exotics25. He says, how have you acquired so many rare sets? And he put that in quotes, since, you know, again, a lot of these sets aren't really rare. You guys kind of look behind me. You've got some sealed sets from, you know, 2012, 2010, 2009, 2014. And really, where a lot of these I got these, you know, back when they were on shelves. Honestly, that was the thing. I've just held on to these. I wish I held on to more, since, I mean, a lot of these I did not pay retail for any of these. You know, the V19 I got at Brick World. This I got for, I think, 25. You know, Udapod Trooper Battle Packs got for a little bit off, and I wish I bought more of them. But honestly, I don't buy anything aftermarket, really. There's really no point. I mean, if I miss out on it, I kind of miss out on it. Like, I'm not really going to, you know, go after it again. And then, you know, stuff like the Nebulon, the Darth Vader Bust, Bespin Duel. Got very lucky, man. And I was very lucky I was able to catch all those on release day, and pick up, you know, multiple of each for my collection. And yeah, there's pretty much that. Then we actually have Nico Bricks again down here with a third question for the video. He says, are you going to ever sell any of your old seal sets or just display them? Of course, eventually I plan on selling them. I don't really plan on keeping them until I'm, you know, 95 years old. But at this current point, I definitely want to keep them. Hopefully, eventually I can be making the money where I can just keep on buying more and more and kind of replace them, and, you know, not really have to sell these. Like, at this current point, I don't have to sell these either, since I'm making plenty of money now where, you know, I don't need to sell, you know, my Udapod Trooper Battle Pack behind me for $50 just to get the $50. So Hopefully not anytime soon for any like guaranteed reason, but eventually they're going to be sold off. So I mean, or pass them down to my kids, or again use this money for my kids, for their funds of school, or a business they want to make when they're 18, like stuff like that. Then we have a Pancake Studios. He says, have you ever tried decaling? I did about 8 years ago, and I'll never try it again, man. Short answer to that. Then we have a Quickie9288 Quickie. He says, what happened to your worst to best series? That's coming back soon. I've got some videos in the bank for it, but just, all about kind of finding the right time to do it, just kind of getting the right content quality out, and yeah, should be coming back soon. So for the last question of this video, guys, again, like I said, I'm missing quite a few here, but just leave them down below for next week. I don't want to make these too long. I like to keep them around 8 to 10 minutes. We actually have a RazorMonkey13 says, what's your opinion on Avfigures? And in my opinion, 2 big thumbs down, overrated, very expensive, and not the best decals you guys can buy. So that's the answer to that, and let's close off the video. So you guys, I don't think that's all for watching this video. Like I said, leave your question down below for next week. I'll more than likely answer them. Again, this series was kind of dipping down over there for a little bit, so it was easier to answer all the questions, but in this current point, I definitely missed at least 5 or 6 questions. So just leave them down below for next week, and I'll see you guys all then. Thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys all tomorrow's video. Bye, guys. Stay safe.